Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of My Z Restoration. So guys, just a quick recap of what I've been up to during the week. So it's been a pretty hectic week for work. I had to go to Adelaide and back, and a couple of weeks ago I went to Sydney, so things sort of went a little bit on hold, but I have done a heap of work on the car. So you'll notice that, first thing you'll notice is that car is gone. So it is at the panel shop at the moment, and it is getting the rust cut out and prepped for paint. So that's pretty awesome. We've had some great success there. So this week I have been doing a little restoration on the heater box. So everything is all been stripped apart, painted, ready to reassemble today, which I'll do, and I'll whack that up on my Instagram when it's all done. So everything's all finished there. It'll come up pretty good. Got all new foams, new seals, everything that we need to actually put it back together and get it back to lovely. Not as bad as I thought. Getting the hoses was a bit of a bastard, but I actually ended up a couple of ZL Falcon hoses worked out for the heater hoses under the dash. I stripped all over here. We'll go to this side. I have stripped all the suspension apart. Everything is out and done now. So this is where we are with everything. So I got front struts here, rear struts, all the arms. I just ordered yesterday off Techno Toy tuning, all the bush kits and all the welding coilovers for the suspension. So once I get that stuff in, I'll run these through the wash, cut off all the bases on the suspension here, weld on the sleeves, and then send everything off for powder coating and all new bushes. So it's all ready to go. Once the car comes back, I basically want to be able to get it sort of sat on the ground. Those are the bits I took apart, and everything came apart relatively easy. It wasn't too much drama. I guess the hardest part, like I said before, was getting those pins out of here that hold this piece here to the bottom of the rear suspension. That one was just beautiful, one was a fucking bastard, but it did come out and did come apart okay. So like I said, today I'm going to be working on putting that heater core back together. What else we got over here? This is some bits I took away from when I disassembled the hatch. So yeah, everything's sort of coming along, I guess. I've got a bucket from the office, and I'm just trying to get all the bolts together. So trying to get as many bolts in there as I can, bolts, brackets and bits and pieces. So they'll go down to the zinc coaters, they'll give them a wash and then re-zinc coat everything. There's the hubs that I took apart. So just new studs I'll put in there. I've got all new bearings. I've just still got to find a diff, R180 STI. Go straight in, so I get the diff and the stub axle so I can get all the rear end back in. Take the motor to the dealership probably the next couple of weeks. I'm going to have a bit of a break next week for a week till well after the Anzac Day weekend. I'll take the motor to the office and get to work on that one. Hopefully find someone in Perth who remembers how to do some decent work on some L28s or L26s. I don't think the L series motor's been worked on for a while, so hopefully there's some old school guys out there who know what they're doing when they come to these cars. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. I've got to get up the top here, get all the little brackets off the fuel lines, get them in the bucket. The back bucket pieces for the headlights, I've got to get them in. So I've got to get them in and get them zinc coated. Yeah, and then just slowly work through piece by piece and just get everything done. It's a long process, but it's pretty fun. It's good to get my mind off the office, I guess. I do work a lot of hours, but it's good to get your mind into something else rather than just work all the time. But yeah, so very short update, but yeah, looking forward to the next part. Probably not next week, but the week after, I'll shoot down to the panel shop and I'll do some quick footage of the car and show you where we're at with everything. They've got all the pieces they need. They've got a guy who's going to just do full-time work on it. It should take them about 5 weeks worth of panel and then a couple of weeks to paint. So hopefully have the car back by end of June, early July, and then we can we can start putting it back together, I guess. Hopefully we'll get the motor built by that time. We'll get that sorted out, get the gearbox redone, and then get the STI diff, and then everything should just go back in very lovely. But yeah, thanks for watching. Quick episode, quick update. Just want to let you know I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Hit that subscribe button. It helps out, I guess. Cheers.